Yo guys, you're welcome to Clout Viral with Poco Lee. Today we're discussing about the act of being a DJ. Is there anybody that's not a DJ here? We're all DJs here. Let's go. So my first question is, do you feel DJs have arrived or you still feel underrated?
I don't know about you, man.
It depends on your branding.
Let's discuss. Let's go.
I think
Depends on your brand.
I think we're almost there. Almost. We're not yet there, but it's better than 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think DJs are getting the respect that they deserve. I feel like DJs, we have a prominent place in the music industry. And right now, we're not just an afterthought. There are parties that people throw that the lineup is just solely DJs. So just like CK said, it's better than 5 years ago. But I feel like there's a bit more to go before we can say confidently and beat our chest that no, we have arrived.
I'd definitely go with underrated, very, very underrated in Nigeria as DJs. Just because there's zero respect for DJs. We do a lot of work behind the scenes that obviously we don't do it for the recognition, we do it because we're passionate about it, but it's just very downplayed in Lagos. It's very, very downplayed. I mean, we have an entire Afrobeats documentary that doesn't even shed any light on the DJs.
True, sure.
Bro, we've been traveling with this music before it was anything. And nobody thought it to say, at some point we need to shed some light on the fact that DJs have been playing this thing from time, bro. We were playing music when people thought Two-Face was Jamaican. You understand what I'm saying? From African Queen time. Even, bro, if we take it far back as however I want to, in the UK, they've been doing carnival. They've had the Niger corner as a staple, like it's there. Yes. And we play Nigerian music. And it's not a radio, it's a DJ. So you're telling me that in the history of Afrobeats, we're never going to recognize DJs. That's why I think we're very underrated, overlooked, whatever it is, It's sad because sometimes it even feels classist because people even go as far as creating their club and forgetting DJ booth. So what did you? Are you gonna serve food? Yourself say exactly. Or everybody just wants to throw the DJ booth up, put him up, up. And why? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like for us DJs to actually take it to where we want to be seen and recognized, we all have to work together. There has to be a lot of collaboration to actually make a statement. To speak with one voice. Just to take it and move it from where it is right now. Like he said, 5 years ago, it was worse, but we're making, baby steps. But I think there's a lot more that, even within the entertainment industry, the artists, outside of even just clients booking, even the artists need to show some appreciation to the DJs sometimes. It's cool if you're guys with one or two artists or whatever it is, but I feel like artists in general, there should be some kind of show of appreciation for the DJs that have been rocking their music at different parties in different parts of the world too.
Thank you, Ruby. So Yin, what's your take about this discussion?
I just don't like the fact that DJs are the last things that people would consider when they're putting together an event.
Yes,
and you can see it in the budget. It's like, we don't really have money because the budget is okay. So why don't you go ahead and play your music by yourself? It's that simple. But then they don't even regard us with high respect. It's like, oh, what do you do? I'm a DJ. DJ. Why? Okay, go and have your party yourself then.
True.
I don't think that's fair.
I feel like we need. Of course, there are big DJs, but we're yet to have like a superstar DJ. We don't have like a David Guetta in Nigeria. We don't have a DJ Snake.
Yeah.
But we're getting there. But I feel when we get
I don't even think
to
we
that
need to
level,
get there
we need to
respect.
because our artists are just getting that respect now. You know, before they won't fly artists with private jets. They'll say, "Oh my God, take economy or two economy, one."
I see,
One
but
business
I'll say,
class.
I'll say this. I
It's
see
coming.
what you're saying.
It's coming.
I see what you're saying, and I agree to an extent. Just because, like, yes, we need that breakout person to.
Because
we-
we need to do the work
Mhm.
for them to recognize.
But it's not like
think
the
we're
work
not
has
doing the work?
No,
it's
we
not that-
we are, but we're still
We've been
getting there. Like,
working.
no, we're working, but
Mhm.
we need to do that extra. You can't just get earn the respect like that.
Yeah.
Because probably won a Grammy.
Mhm.
That's why we're respecting him now.
Mhm.
Do you understand? We need that.
But that okay, so
thing.
that's where I think I'm struggling with it because yes, I see the fact that he won the Grammy, but he also won the Grammy because he's talented, because he can,
course.
because he did the work. So the respect should even be more for the work and the talent. You know what I'm saying? Like not to downplay the Grammy. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to what I'm missing it or not agreeing is the fact that like bro, we've been working. It's not that we don't have good DJs out here. And the fact that I can respect a doctor, because sometimes these cases are even just simple respecting the person that is the DJ.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes people are just looked down on because they are the DJs in Nigeria.
Yeah,
I won't say Africa
because you have to
because
carry-
then
because-
there are other parts of Africa that actually really respect the DJs to the point where like some of the DJs are bigger than the artists.
No, but how would you earn respect if you're coming to the show with slippers, shorts?
No, come on, that's where branding comes in.
That's why you talk about branding.
Sometimes we do ourselves.
We need
Sometimes
to
we
do.
do ourselves.
Yes.
Going off of So Yin's point, yeah. You see that budget thing? Everybody knows me, Madam Kowokwe. Collect your money.
We're gonna pay, yes.
If you come to me and your budget is below my fee, thank you. Boy, I can try another DJ because I cannot DJ
Just
for
simple
that
as that.
fee.
To buttress her point, okay, carry on.
But this is also the thing. Let me just quick story.
Yeah.
A gig approached me and they wanted to pay me 200K. I said, boy, I can fuck off because I don't know which year
Was
anybody.
that the right word you used?
Eh? That's why people talk to my management now because I have bad Boy, I can fuck off.
Damn.
200K for what? Okay, what will I come and do for 200? If you want, I always say, Garbs has the branding. Tommy does not have the branding. Nobody used to book Tommy. They book Garbs. If you want me to come as Tommy, I can come as Tommy.
jingles.
But if I play Spice Girls, don't say anything. If I play one random song from my, don't say anything. That Tommy you book.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is the thing. Until we start respecting ourselves as DJs, nobody is gonna come and respect us. Do you understand?
I see what you're saying, but I
Nobody-
will also say this. I do not think we're having this conversation and we're talking about bum ass DJs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, like, if you look around the room, we're talking about DJs of the same caliber. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not, like, yes, even with artists, you still have people that just roll out of bed to gigs. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're not part of this conversation. You know, we're talking about just even the respect for the craft, the respect that you chose that as a career.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? The branding and all of that it adds to the respect, but I feel like in Nigeria, even just that basic respect for DJs is not there.
No, first of all, Nigerians were very classist because once they DJ, there's an image they have, especially the elders.
Exactly.
There's an image that DJ corner just play, but it's left to us to
step out. So that's why I'm saying we need to
put it-
collaborate and
you have to
do
learn how
that.
to
and
respect
it's
yourself.
happening because
and move
guess what?
forward.
I remember, and this is a true story. I remember back in the wedding industry, it was a time when the normal fee was 200K, and they were paying everybody 200K.
Singers collected.
I don't even think Tigers have started DJing that time.
But you know what's funny?
That's what it was.
Yeah.
200, 250. People were collecting it. It was normal. But when people now started saying, no, my money is 650, 750. I say, I beg. We're not using it. You'll be at home for a couple of weeks, for a couple of months.
Yeah.
But once that first person comes, 750, 800, 1 million,
Goes like
and you're still you're lame. And automatically everybody's price just went up. Especially in the wedding industry, everybody's price just went up to a level like the lowest. I can tell you the lowest fee you book a wedding for a wedding, a DJ for a wedding is like 600 right now.
Well,
And
guess
this
what?
is
that,
like-
that was uniformity because what I also tell you is that 200 you thought everybody was collecting, that was only what they told you. That's why we all need to work together, because somebody will tell you that, yo, this person is collecting it just so that you can agree to it. Nobody will. Some people were there. People, even when I was doing weddings and it was at that 200, when I found out that other DJs were collecting, you know what I'm saying?
The same way I found out too. I
Like,
okay, what are you
doing?
prices?
And then you now find out that is that third party in between is the vendor or the wedding planner,
the booking agency or whatever.
Everybody's
the ones that's eating.
Exactly. So that's why we now, because I always used to, when I get young DJs that come up to me to ask me for this pricing, I always tell them to sit down, calculate your equipment. How much have you invested in your project? You understand what I'm saying? How many hours are you putting into this thing? When you can come up with a figure, if you're comfortable with that, cool. If not, you know what I'm saying, you do your calculations, find out what number are you comfortable with. If that number is more than what you're collecting already, then you're losing. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no reason why you should go and play for drinks, or you go and play just to get into this club that's popping. You understand what I'm saying? You have to account for your time. So I always tell DJs out here, if you're just starting out, start out at 100K. Don't go lower than that. You understand what I'm saying? Because yes, people will argue, yesterday you just started, blah, blah, but from there, every 6 months, reevaluate yourself. Reevaluate your brand so that you can keep stacking up. You understand what I'm saying? But because the problems we're talking about come from, a call coming in and you say, oh, this is my fee, and then somebody else says, oh, I will come now, make I just bath. You understand? I get that kind of. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So then how do you now increase your, you know what I'm saying?
Just like Crowd Controller says, my own is, before you can make other people respect you, you have to get respect for yourself. Just like CK said, you up your price, you will have a quiet period.
Yeah, of course.
I've upped my price. I'm having a quiet period, but I have bookings for next month. Do you understand? It will happen.
Trust me, a lot of DJs don't have packaging to start with. A lot of DJs.
Those are personal brand issues.
That's one. That's one.
So what if that quiet period, you have needs, you have money, you want
okay, so the thing with this is that value is built over time, right?
Period.
And you cannot come to me right now and you've seen the work I've put in. Look at the Garbs, she knows the work she's put in. Look at Obi, he's DJed for 10 days straight. Look at me, I've done mine 11 days. You now come to me and you bring 200K and you think I'm going to take it from you. There's something wrong with your brain.
And there's always this thing they say that, is it not just to come and play music?
You play.
Okay, play the music then. I get the sense.
I feel like as DJs as well, you can't be scared to lose gigs. You cannot. There's some people that have given me that response. I said, oh, wow.
And when you talk about our society, not encouraging our craft, now you have to think about, okay, a kind of an embedded conception passed on to, the children growing up with that idea of, oh, are you dating a DJ? Or you went to school and you're bringing home a DJ. Or somebody coming to, I know how many times you've asked me like, are you still doing this or DJ work?
I genuinely feel like in Africa or Nigeria,
it's not an
if you're not
a
doctor
because
or
you
an
go to other
engineer
places and they
or
respect
something,
they'll value a banker that is earning 200K every month than you that is a DJ.
I'm not sure about that.
100%.
Not,
I've seen
I'm telling you that.
I can tell you family members that have told me I should do 9 to 5 for 70K and leave this DJ work.
Yo, you don't understand.
In this case, you have to understand the generational shift that has happened. You understand what I'm saying?
Go and do it. No, like, especially where Afrobeat is right now, No, I'm not. Especially where Afrobeat is right now. Like, bro, like, you can't come and tell a DJ, oh, like, I want to book for 200K. When a DJ can really fly outside and get more money.
There are some families that will support, but there are some families that, is it DJ you want to do?
Times are different now. Times have changed.
Like, bro, like, I remember when I told my mom that I wanted to be a DJ, bro. Like, she was fine with it. She was okay, do you? And my mom is a woman that she came from, like, a traditional home, like, military, like, It's either you're doing 9 to 5 or nothing. When I told her, she was like, okay.
Nice one. So moving on, guys.
Poco, sorry, we're stressing with that. You shouldn't have started with that.
No, it's I know, right? Exactly. See, this is the thing. Any industry, any question you throw, there's always a yay, a nay, back and forth and stuff like that. So guys, moving on. So when did you know that you're on the right path in your career?
I feel from the start, like maybe 7 years ago, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I was like, forget about uni, fuck that shit. This is what I want to do. I love music. And then I wanted to be an artist. But
The vocal used to be.
no, it's not that you people are trying to shame me. It's a lie. I just saw DJing as, okay, I love making people happy. Let me just do it. And then, yeah, that's...
Why do comedians make people happy? Musicians make people happy.
I can't let you, bro, I can't...
When you play a track and everybody erupts,
the energy is the same. There's synergy in that energy.
Every
Same time, that's their personal problem.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should lie.
No.
Because I think the answer will shock everybody.
Okay, tell us.
March 2022.
March 2021.
This year.
2022.
2022.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
You were playing since.
Hey!
So you've been joking since.
Listen first. So I moved from London to Nigeria.
Okay.
When I was in London, I was working a 9 to 5. I was doing radio. I was a presenter, right? My dad said, Omo, first, you don't like this job, leave. I didn't listen. He said, add a skill set to your presenting. Okay. I added DJing because my presenting was always like music based. My dad said, leave this job, make plans to leave this job, you don't like it. Then one day he said, God will push you out. That very day he said, God will push you out. They made me redundant from my job. I jumped on the next flight to Nigeria. I came to Nigeria in December, everything was popping, started DJing, it was wonderful. I accidentally missed my flight and I stayed in Nigeria. I've been in Lagos for 5 years. By accident on purpose. Right. So when I came to present. Okay. Right? I came to present. But presenting, everybody and their mum presents. What took off for me was DJing. Yeah. So really and truly, honestly, I tripped and fell into it. Right? Hello, what else am I doing in Nigeria? This is what is bringing me money. So for like 3.5, 4 years, I was just doing it because I'm good at it. It's making me money and I like it. Yeah. However, March this year, I went on a brand trip with the brand I've signed to. Okay. And you know when you live the life, you realize that you're going to live soon. I said, fuck. I could, like, this is me. I said, this is me. This is me. Like, it's different when you're at home and you're shutting down crowds. Yeah. You know your territory. You know your terrain. But when you now go to somewhere else and you're killing it and everybody is telling you, babe, you are sick. What? This DJP? I said, yes, it is for me.
Let's go. Obi. I'm from there,
low key though, Poco. You know, joke low key. From when I was young, because you know my dad worked on radio, so I've known of Jimmy Jad from when I was like 6, 7, 8. I don't know what age, but from a very young age. And sometimes I think people think I'm just like watching it, but Jimmy Jai is the reason why I'm interested in DJing. Because I grew up seeing him in the radio station. I grew up seeing Shy Shilon, DJ Shino, a bunch of them, DJ FX2. Like, I was around these guys.
Take out some of them.
I don't think anybody.
Jimmy Jad trained me. So
so experiencing that, you know, and then honestly I started when I was in uni. And the truth is I started out trying to make extra paper, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to make extra cash. And then breakfast was involved, so I was also trying to like make extra cash to prove to this girl that
What happened? What breakfast?
I won't be able to just give guys red card.
So you didn't relate to that. You don't.
Yeah. So now I needed to do something to distract myself as well because I was hurting. You understand what I'm saying?
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? So I decided to, I saved up some cash, and I'm obviously planning like, okay, I need to do something different. Let me stack up, let me make more bread. Blah blah blah. So I just went to the guitar center, and I bought my first Numark CD mix too.
Everybody started with that.
Yeah. So that was Numark CD mix. Was this transition between vinyl and what we have today. Yeah, CD type. Exactly. Yeah. So I bought that. I bought my first speaker, American Audio, one small like that. Yes. And I just started practicing, and all I was doing was trying to remember how Jimmy Jaa.
So you taught yourself.
Literally, yeah. So I was always trying to remember how Jimmy Jaa would switch back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And then it also happened that there was you have like fun fair day in school or whatever, where they are for like job applications and all that kind of thing. So there was a DJ there, and he had all these CDs. But because I had just bought this equipment, I was trying to look for where to get music now. And yet, I was burning CDs on LimeWire and all that stuff. But I needed someone that also was a DJ. I could give. I saw his arrangement. He had the tracks printed, everything. I was like, guy, I'll pay you. I'll pay you, some good money if you can duplicate what you have right now and give it to me. That I just started DJing. He even gave me like a quick crash course on his decks. So that was how I started, bro. And truthfully, I started just like I said, out of trying to distract myself from breakfast things. Yeah. But I was now also I just felt like a sense of independence because I was now by myself. I could make these decisions. Say, I want to DJ. Let me try it out. This is the time. This would be a good time to test it out. So I taught myself everything, and I prayed it through. That's what I'll tell you. Oh, cool. So at every point, because of the family I came from, which was funny, my dad pretty much brought us around all of this, but he didn't want us to do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what everybody ended up going to school for, something in like media or entertainment. So I prayed it through every point that I felt it was getting bigger than I initially planned. Yeah. So I would always just say, my sister Sarah taught me this prayer saying, God, if this is not meant for me, take it away. Period. And every time something more crazy happen. I'm just like, hey guy, you're pushing me this thing. Are you sure? You know what I'm saying? I didn't go. I'm like, God, I didn't go. Like sometimes I'll be going on like crazy destination weddings or something like that. I'm like, God, you're showing me this lifestyle. I cannot be seeing this in my eye that I will not make this money and live like this. You know what I'm saying? So I started taking it very, very seriously after my dad passed, because that was now a very crucial point in my life for me to decide what I wanted to do. And obviously a lot of family was just like, guy, respect yourself, look for a job, look for a 9 to 5, blah, blah, blah. But the spirit was strong, you get it, and I stuck to it. I'm really happy I did, because I'm not gonna lie, the pressure then was thick. First on Evil Man, they are telling you, bro, you're the man now, so it's the DJing you're going to be doing. You get it, you need to figure this out, do this. I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? But again, I prayed about it. I got my prayers answered. The signs I needed to see, I saw. And I just stuck to it. I just stuck to it. Honestly, from that point on, I decided that I'm sticking to this. Yeah. Especially now, Popsy was gone, so it's like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm going to enter it fully. And thankfully, I met Chin around that time as well. He was a very strong deciding factor because he became my manager, and he was the one that put the battery in my back as well to help me through it. So that was when I decided it was going to be serious. I was going to take it seriously.
Thank you, Obi. JoeNel.
All right, for me, I've always been a music lover from small. Back then, I always want to record Friday mixes, listening to radio with tape.
Wow.
Yeah, with tape.
Press record and play.
You understand? So, I in my head, I was like, how is this guy blending these songs together? You understand? How is he doing it? Is it magic? Because I've always actually, I started as a rapper. Yeah.
Wow. No, there's no C. He actually started.
I started as a rapper.
You wanted.
Do you understand? I started as a rapper, and up till 2006, I had an album.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
But I picked interest in DJing. I didn't want to take it as a profession, so I was just doing it for fun. You understand? And to a time, 2006, when I figured that, man, the industry is not hard now. It was hard then. I'm telling you, to penetrate. So I noticed that, oh, this thing is difficult. I cannot. Then, I was hungry. Somebody now called me that, come, Alpha, can you play in this gig? Sure, you're a DJ, you know how to. So I now tried, Luckily, I didn't do well. I met someone, and I had to get a proper tutor, and I took it as a career. And ever since, I went in full throttle.
Hope you need freedom.
Of course. I mean, I paid my dues, man. Free gigs and all that, where they will use you and give you peanuts. Take this one for transport.
Makes sense. So.
For me, my story is really long. I think from the age of 6, I knew that I had to do music. My dad was a DJ in Chicago. And I just see him compiling playlists for people. And then luckily for me, I met DJ Jimmy Jazz. But then I was a DJ till I was a singer. I made music with Santi, with Teiwa. I was in the alternative scene. That's the alter scene. And 2020, I looked at myself. And I was like, what are you doing? You know exactly what it is you want to do, And I met somebody who was like, okay, we're going to get you your equipment. So all the while I was DJing in uni, I never owned a laptop. I never owned any equipment. I got my equipment in 2020, and I started to practice every day. Yeah. And then I reached out to him. I was like, hey, what's up? So, I'm trying to break your record. I'm sure he was like, this girl's stupid. And I reached out to him because I saw what he did, and I was like, if that's possible, then it's possible for me to. And I started practicing. I almost died. But I started practicing. I started practicing, and 1st of October 2021 was when my life changed. And I was very grateful for the whole experience because DJing for 11 days is something that took so much from me. And I still feel the effects of that thing I did on my health. But I am grateful for the inspiration, honestly speaking. And I'm grateful for where I am right now because I know that, God forbid, if my time comes, I'm going as a legend.
CK. Can't control that.
Well, I think we started in the UK. I used to do parties. There's this thing. So my uni was a very, in fact, Afrobeat, really, my uni, I went to Reading University. So we had DJ Case, we had Exclusive, we had Files, we had so many music heads there. So it was very, I think more hits came to perform that time. Style Plus, everybody used to come, Calvin Harris. So it was very, it was crazy. And when I started throwing my own parties as ACS president, I used to book Exclusive. Then I used to book him back to back. Then there was this particular party. I wanted to book him. And I was like, bro, I'm booked.
Oh, yeah.
And I called Casey's booked. I called Shoddy. There's no church Shoddy. Called Shoddy. He was yes, he was booked. I was like, So one of my friends, big shout out to Nedim, and they were like, CK, like you always have like a lot of music. Can you not just DJ this? Like, we just did music. Do something. I'm like, okay, you know what? I went in. Back then it was CDs. I went in, burnt music into CDs,
CD bags.
YouTube. I did YouTube for a full-on week. Just looking at YouTube and going to the club, actually practice there, and started DJing. And the party rocked. Wow. Like the party was epic. Like everybody should talk about that party. And like, remember that party that, and it was fluke. Like when I go back to remember how it was like, rock. It was crazy. Then we started going, and I think the day when I was like, okay, this is it, was Big shout out to Paulo. We did One Africa in New York, Barclays Center, 25,000 people. Full. I wasn't even meant to DJ there. I was working as a volunteer. Like I was helping them like pack things, tag the artists, or whatever. And I just took my laptop just in. So I took my laptop so that I don't steal it in the hotel. That's the reason why my laptop was in. And I'm telling you. And I think something happened. I was trying to set up the stage for somebody, for Timaya. Yeah. Timaya was 12 minutes late from the room to the stage. I was like, bro, can you just play some music so that when Timaya, and bro, shut it down. People were screaming. Wow. That high was, I was like, look, when you have 25,000 people singing along, and you're like, man, that was a die
Yes, I have a personal question directed to Yin. So do you feel your career got to another level after the 11 days competition thing?
The money got up. Yeah. My career definitely took a wonderful toll. But personally, for me, I feel like people stopped seeing me as Oyin because I've been Oyin. That's my real name. Yeah. I've been that person for a long time, and it took me a while to get accustomed to who I had become. So it was a very big struggle. I wouldn't even carry myself. Honestly speaking, I wasn't carrying myself like a world record holder. I was still carrying myself as Oyin. So it definitely changed a lot of things for me. But along the line, I started growing. I started noticing things. I started, learning. So yeah. Definitely.
Puts a different perspective of Bubu.
Yeah,
nice. So my next question was going to be, can a DJ blow an artist? But no, I've twisted. How can a DJ blow an artist?
That is the DJ's job.
Yeah. That's what we do.
That's what
that's a very, very important question. Yeah. That is the DJ's job. We're not like the hits are the hits. That's cool. But we're meant to teach the crowd. Yeah. We're meant to always break new music. So I feel like this should even go out so that people can start learning that when you hear something new, don't start, chastising the DJ to be like the DJ is whack. Right. No, because that new track in the next 2 weeks, 2 months, you will now remember that you heard it first
from that DJ.
Him. You understand what I'm saying? Like somebody has to play the track for it to get out there, and it has to be the DJ. The life of the party is what will teach you about the party.
But I feel that, yes, we're breaking tracks, but I feel the DJ has to personally like that song. Because what happens now is that, this is my song. This one supposed to break it. And I'm like, I don't like this song. It's like when, I remember when Parental came out, Swan Doctor. Yeah. When it came out, it was big. I remember hearing it on the mainland. I'm like, what track is this? You hear me? And I went back to, I was playing at, let me not say it. I was playing somewhere on the island. And I used to play it. And the manager would come, please, we don't play that kind of music. It's too, and I'm like, this track is in me. I need to. Yeah. And I kept on playing it. And before you know it, customers now started, I beg, play that. There's a part. Everybody, I beg, you need to play that. And before you know it, everybody on the island was playing that song like back to back to back. So it's down to you. You really love the song. Yeah. Just
for me, I feel without a DJ, there's no artist. 1, 2, we don't feel appreciated much enough. Yeah, the moment the artist wants to promote that song, he will come crawling. Yeah. Do you understand? And the moment the song blows, just even to do a DJ drop is a problem.
To give a cappella.
The a cappella thing is very annoying.
Not big. Bro, we cannot reproduce your track. We cannot, you understand? So the only thing we can do is give you longevity. That is why we need these things, because then if we do a mashup, if we do a remix, people are always going to go back, refer to the original track. They're always going to say, okay, what track is this? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I've had this conversation with Nigerian artists, and they're just like, what are you doing with it? What do you think I'm doing with it? I'm like,
I feel like, so for me, for me, I always say, if you're my friend and I push your music, congratulations, you're not terrible. If you're not my friend, if you're my friend and I don't push your music, congratulations, you're terrible. But one thing I've learned is, just like CK said, you need to push music you love. But as a DJ, you also need to have discernment as to, okay, am I pushing this music just because I love it? I'm not getting anything in return. I genuinely like the song and it's good. Or am I pushing this music? This music is good, but it's also my guy's music. So I know what I can get from my guy, and my guy knows what he's getting from me. I don't take money to pay anybody's music because I'll be honest, there is a lot of whack music outside. There is. Do you get?
I feel you.
But it is not every song, that I carry on my back. Sungba, I carried it on my back. I carried it on my back like my destiny depended on it. That wasn't because I was looking for anything from Ashake. It was because I loved the song. Do you understand? Personally, I loved the song. So sometimes you need to decide whether or not, okay, I'm pushing it because I love the song. Because artists, especially Afrobeat, one year weary, one normal, one badu, a lot of them want badu.
Yes.
Do you understand? So I get what you're saying, but sometimes you just have to put it down for the culture. Do you understand? And that's what I do. Because that way, that is the best way to do your job and then to not catch feelings in the future.
True. Very true.
I think on an energetic level, right? DJs, honestly speaking, I'm not saying this because I'm a DJ, but DJs are gods, right? How do you explain you're in a club and you come in at a point in time and you're down, and by the time you're leaving, you're lit? You know, source has been released, that the source of energy has been released, and we create from a point of energy. So we're literally distributing energy. Like we literally hold the club. We're holding, bruh. It's like, come on now. And I'm playing a song and it's making you feel better than you felt, and you don't even know what song I'm playing, but you know we're all tapping from the same source.
What if it's the alcohol?
See, alcohol is a spirit.
That's a valid.
Alcohol is
People will argue
spirit.
that is alcohol. People argue that is alcohol, but you have to
I've been
understand
drunk
that
in a club and cried.
alcohol without the music
It's
is a fight. Alcohol without the music is a fight.
That's a sad
And guess what?
time.
Alcohol, even with the wrong music, is still a fight. So that's why you can tap into what she's saying, because I can sway you either way.
Imagine
I can sway it either way.
100 drunk people. You have been drunk. You have been drunk. You have been drunk. You have been drunk. I definitely have been drunk. You have been drunk. 100 people in a club. You play one song. You let down the music, and everybody is singing the lyrics word for word. Do you understand?
You think people don't get drunk in other clubs, right? Haven't you been somewhere and you're in this club and they play your favorite song, but you're like, God, beg, let's go home?
See, first of all, when you come to the club, you sit down, right? You order for a drink. So it is the DJ that puts you in the mood. Do you understand? And it's like a technique on how you study the crowd and play some type of music to get them up. So it's not easy, bro.
Give me a high five. Because you said the key. You said the key.
Bubu just don't buy
If you don't like it, you can follow.
I love music. Like, if I like your music, I'll play it. That's the truth. Like, but if you're not giving me good energy, I don't care for you. Nigga, that's just me. Like,
What if you don't know the artist? Like, you don't have
I don't know the artist and I love the music, bro. Yeah, I go like.
Yo, we play a lot of music that we don't even know the artist. We just like the song and we just have to.
Like
It's
I
a
said, we're
good
all
song.
tapping from the same source.
I understand.
So,
Like a good song, undeniably. Listen, this is the truth. This is the truth. If I play 10 good songs back to back in a set, everybody is saying my set was good. Does that make sense? Right? Regardless of whether or not I know the artist, right? Me playing your songs in a packed event or a packed club is helping the both of, let's not lie, it's helping both of us. Everybody is saying she's a dope DJ, then everybody is saying, that jam that she played after this jam, it was mad, right? But this is the thing that I feel used to asphyxiate DJs, yeah? When you then come around and move mad, do you understand? I don't need any artist to come and be worshipping at the feet of Garbs. My own is do no more. Do you understand? There's some artists that they will be in the club and they will send someone to you and say, "Guy, play my song."
Entitlement.
I have been noticing. I have been noticing. What is the name of the artist? Wow, I'm not playing anything. Feature, main song, I don't go play.
Sorry.
And I will look you in your eye.
See, what about the one that an artist will come to you, he wants to perform, he did not bring his...
That's my business. And that's what we say about
He did not bring his selection. And then he's like, you don't have the song? You don't have the song?
I don't actually.
Bro, that also just shows me that you don't take your craft seriously.
Bro, and you don't
So you
respect
don't have a performance
the
track.
I feel
No,
that.
listen,
I feel
more to that is respect.
It's respect. Like you cannot just come. You're about to perform.
Yes.
In fact, it's the manager, the artist.
Bro.
Everybody is wrong. You can't say as about to. First of all, every artist now should have a DJ.
Of course.
If you're charging a specific amount, if you've entered some kind, you should have a DJ.
Period.
Go up, then your band. Regardless, you can have your band and your DJ. You should, so that your performance is dope as an artist, because you come track one. No, you didn't start track one from.
You know what, yeah, Poco, should I be honest? Should I be honest? Wait, CK, should I be honest? Yeah, I can tell you privately, not on camera, but I can tell you 5 artists that hate me. As in, if they see me, there's a possibility that if I'm not with management, call me rushing. Like on a serious note, do you know why they don't like me?
Yes.
Yeah, because if you know I'm gonna be in the club and you want me to DJ, Instagram is free. You can DM me and say, "Auntie, good afternoon."
Yeah.
I say, "Good afternoon, uncle. This is I'm not even saying the artist, the manager. Do you understand? I say, "This is the performance list. How can we run it? We'll have a conversation." I have a rule. If I am performing, because now me self I did perform.
Yes.
If I'm performing and as an artist, your manager, I be your assistant, anywhere in your team comes to me and say, "This is how we're going to perform." I say, "Where's your DJ?" Well, sorry. I say, "Any DJ? What will we do now?" And I'll carry my laptop. And I'll go. Do you know why? I have been in a situation where I followed the manager's instruction and the artist still abusing me for stage. Me.
It happened.
What's going on with video? It's not ready.
Are you mad? Is your team that's not
I
ready?
think first of
I
all,
don't.
some of these artists don't even come for sound check,
They don't.
and they expect you to just be in sync with them to know what
I
they
don't
want.
know
And honestly
you.
speaking, right, I'm very sentimental when it comes to my craft. So you're not going to make me look stupid.
Period.
Okay.
That's it.
I feel like people doesn't have trouble, well,
I'm a cool person. Be my guy.
Okay. Moving on, guys. So this one, yeah. We need to talk about this one, and with all sincerity, what has been the most embarrassing moment of your career?
I think I'd rather not.
Let's go. Louder, guys. Louder.
Man, I will not talk about it because Baron was a very public guy. That big brother shit. Bro.
Oh my
That shit, my nigga, I was living, bro. I was calm, bro. Listen, in fact, this is the opportunity I used to. Bro, don't forget, which was DK? They rained my ass on Twitter. Bro, this is during COVID.
Okay.
Big brother comes up with a smart idea to box the DJ. Amazing idea.
Yeah.
They even give you a monitor inside. On point. Housemates on the outside, you know what I'm saying? Because of COVID, we are coming from outside, we can't come in contact with them, no problem. During sound check, my road manager at the time was like, "Yo, he's smelling something like burnt cable." And he brought it to my attention. And we now brought it to their attention. Like, "Oh no, they'll check for it, but probably nothing." Cool. Sound check, amazing.
Okay.
Everything went well. I think even the first half of the show, smooth. We went for a commercial break like that. In fact, I think I'd only done like the first 15 or 20 minutes. So like he never really even started. Dang. I just saw Dorothy do like this. What song is this? Because I thought it was a request. I was like, what song is this? And then another time, they came closer to me, like, you know? So I was like, huh? Bro. And then at that point, maybe like 8 artists were releasing new jams. So even this new thing that we're talking about, that we just talked about, Ajebo Hustlers, Adekule had done Pretty Girls. Like, before my set, my guys, the one DJing, they sent new music. So I first collected, you're playing rubbish. You're playing... But all through this party, the housemates couldn't hear me.
Yikes.
Damn.
So they were only really listening to my monitor from my booth that was covered. That was loud enough to... Obviously, it's a speaker. You could still hear something. But their own sound was off. Bruh. How did I find out at the end of the day? Obviously, sound team, bro, we're really sorry, but this is... I said, you guys, I'm not going to apologize online. But it's fine. I won't go on Twitter. I will avoid it. And I tried.
Yeah.
I tried my hardest. So come to find out, the extension that was burning during sound check eventually just burnt out. So the speaker was plugged into, the amp was plugged. Shout out, the sound went off. So my set was pretty much just TV to my decks to TV. Yes. You understand what I'm saying? So at some point, even the housemates just started like trying to dance in the mirror, but you know, chit chat, talk, bro. I've never in my head, I've been DJing for 17 years.
That's public, I feel you.
Bro, and that was so public. Yeah. So I had to, bro, I went on Twitter the next day, leaving the hotel. It was on 10 million break. And I went crazy, but I was just like, yo, because if you see what Twitter was saying, bro, and then I still went, like I said, went through that whole, what are all these songs you were even playing? So, bro, after that, and that's even my bond with Ajebo Hustler, because that was like, yo, this guy played our shit on Big Brother. You know what I'm saying? Adekule had sent me Pretty Girls, and he put all the girls, the housemates, their names in the song. All brand new music, but that one I tested it because I've been known for that for a while now out here, that this one will play what he likes. I play new music because it's my job to play new music and play the hits. Everybody always plays the hits, so I always like to step in as a different person to teach you something new about it during my set, you know. So for me, that was one of the that was the most embarrassing moment of my DJ career, because it was so public, but bro, it hit me hard, but I thank God I pulled back from it, just because I have confidence in myself as a DJ, and I knew I was confident in whatever it is I was doing back there, except for the technical difficulties. So that was just my most embarrassing. I had to get that off my chest too, because that shit.
Sorry.
Yo, mine was last year. I had this anniversary gig at Parental here. Right? They said, oh no, you don't have to come with your sound. We have a sound. We have a sound engineer. I was like, yo, I don't know your sound, though. I don't want. They're like, no, don't worry. The guy is professional. Yeah. Yo, I was DJing, yeah? The sound was going off. It was messing me up. Like, to a point where the MC had to start pointing at me, saying that this DJ is whack. Even went to tell the guy that did the wedding, now, where did you get this DJ from?
No way.
For like 1 hour. But you know what? When I'm under duress, I don't panic.
Don't crack on the pressure.
Yeah, man. I don't panic. You get? I was just calm. At the end of the day, I was glad that when I had the opportunity, I had to, keep the people dancing, and I turned the place upside down. At the end of the event, the lady came to me and like, you're good. The man came to me and like, this DJ, you're good, but you get luck. I don't vex for you since. That's the most embarrassing moment of my life. I swear.
My life.
I swear, Baba. I swear. Because everybody was looking at who is this DJ? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
To a point that they wanted to kick me out.
Damn. No way. You can't look yourself. All your years of
Guy.
So I did Twitter that time. I did Twitter that time. Person they when guy can't play your laptop. You know, this laptop has gone to different countries. Bro,
Let me
crazy.
in your career.
Nah.
Yeah, I'd rather not like. Yes, because I think for me, I take DJing personally, and okay, there's one I remember.
Oh, there are lots.
Yeah, there are quite a number. So I think for me, if I'm going to work with somebody, it has to come from a place of love. I don't do things for people that I don't care about, honestly speaking. But during the world record, I'm DJing. I'm not alive. I am dead. And people are commenting, smile now. And I'm like, I said, does this look like a laughing matter? You know?
Yeah.
And this was like day 2 of 11 days. And by day 2, I was already like, you fuck up. What did you think this was going to be? I didn't know I was allowed to sit down for like 10 minutes, you know. So I stood for 3 days. So I stood for 3 days. My back started to feel like there was something just piercing my bone in there. So I started dancing, and I'm dancing and my face is strong, and people are like, smile now. I'm like, smile? For what reason? You know? And then another time I was DJing and I started dozing off. So people were watching me do this. And I found that very embarrassing. It was too much, and I think I was just always vulnerable in front of the camera, and it just made me really shy, you know. It wasn't fun, bro. It wasn't.
Sorry.
CK.
I think it's also Big Brother. No, trust mom was bad because this was the year when it was the Bisola Tintal 20. So you fly all the way to South Africa to do the show.
Oh.
So we flew in South Africa. In my mind, I'm confident. I'm a very confident person. Like, you know, we're going. In my mind, though, I was killing it, like, because the homies were dancing, I was mad, I was like, man, when I'm out, it's going to be. And when I was done, I told her I was walking out. You know when you fucked up, when those guys, those masked guys that like.
What happened?
And like the guy, you know those security guys, they're just like, nobody was giving me high five, hey, they're just like. I came out. The producers, the South Africa, like, my brother, are you okay? I said, I'm okay. He said, they finish you online. No, that was 2020. There was one in South Africa when he flashed, when he was there. Do you understand? So the guy was like, my brother, they finish you online. It's not good. Not good. TSTV not happy. You can see Twitter. No, and I'm not even really heavy on Twitter. I got followers to abuse me. So I had a whole night by myself in a fantastic hotel.
No!
View.
And you're not even celebrating.
I was sad. I was so like, it was so bad. I can remember like, it was so bad. Like I was in a dark place. Yeah. And when they called 2020 for me to come in, I'm like, no. So I'm like, no, sick. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, I'm not
Traumatized.
Like, they were like, come. I was like, I'm not. Do you know? I didn't sleep for 4 days.
Wow.
When they called me to do it 2020, I was up all night practicing, looking flashbacks. Like I was there, and they were like, are you okay? Like, and it was so bad. Like I remember the producers in Nigeria were like, CK, are you sure? Like the medical team is. I was shaking. I didn't eat for 2 days. I didn't tell anybody at home. I didn't tell my wife. I didn't tell anybody I was going for Big Brother. Like I was just like, oh, I have something to do in Lagos. I'll be back tomorrow morning. And I went in. I switched off my phone because apparently like it would come on. And people start like, I just switched off my phone. I was just there. And when I was done, like what was even crazy was when I was done this time, like 2020, I felt like I even played more rubbish than the one. And so I was like, why that? Why? Who's smart I know? And when I was coming out, the same security that you see at the gate, the guy was like, German, nice one.
Mad.
And when I came out, like the whole staff, everybody was outside clapping, like, wow, this guy is So it was like, I don't know, I'm like, at least it's something I would tell my kids or whatever. Like, you need to face your, because I told because they called me 2019, 2018 to come and DJ, and I was like, no,
Turn it down.
no. Yeah. They called me 2021. I was like, I'm not doing it. I've already had your face for
Let's leave on a high.
No, Badu. I feel you. Uncle Bubu.
Yeah, so my most embarrassing moment was in uni. I went to uni in Portsmouth. So this was like one of the people that I learned through controllers.
Yeah.
You get, and like in Jand or in the UK, it's mainly CDJs. Like, yeah. So I went to the club. They booked me for my normal, uni events.
Yeah.
I went. They booked another DJ, external DJ. His name was Kenny Oster. So obviously now they have set up normal CDJs.
Yeah.
On the thing, I have brought my controller to the club because obviously like new DJs who used to bring controllers to the club. So now I've set up, I've played before him, I've warmed the crowd. I've killed my sets. People like saying like, oh my God, baby, wow, crazy. Like, yeah. This guy now comes to set up, he's like, where's the CDJ? The guy now comes and sets it up. CDJ is not now working. Obviously now, me being young, him being old, he'll be like, yo, it's your fault, this and that. So now after like 30 minutes of like the club being dead, like after I finished, he now sets up everything's working. He now goes on the mic and is like, bro, these young DJs are so shit. Like this guy, Uncle Bubu, like, what, like, how can you come to a club with controller? Bro, I felt so shit, man. I was in tears. I was like,
Sorry, that was...
But let me tell you, no, it's not even that. He's mad. His set was dead. His set was dead. Don't worry. See now. You get? No, it's not seen now, please. But yeah, man, that was like, it was just embarrassing, man. So that day, after that day, I went to go and listen to DJs, man. And then like, yeah, now I can see in my chest, I can go anywhere and play, nothing. I swear, yes, clap for me. It's noisy.
So, T-Gabs?
Where do we start from? I've had moments. I've had a lot of moments that I said to God, if you take me now, I'm fine. If you take me at this moment, I'll even appreciate it. I say thank you when we meet. I mean, no, I feel like, in all honesty, especially when you're coming up, embarrassing moments, they build character. They build character. I feel like they build character. Can you see I'm trying to give speech to avoid saying anything? But anyway, I feel like they build character. There's not a lot that can shake me now. But I'll just give you... No, I'll just give you... No. I'll just give you a couple of points, right? When I started DJing, I used to just be very angry because it was every mix must enter everything. And mommy used to say, Kilode, are you fighting war? Look happy. So at the beginning of my dancing career, because Poco yourself now, I used to give them... This was at the beginning of my dancing DJing career, Mushubu. As in, when I say I fall, I did like this. Honestly, like Mushubu. As in, maybe I was even knocked out for a while. We don't know. I shall jump up, continue my life. Artist, well, no, it's just one artist. He knows himself. I'll never forgive him.
Wow.
He went on, his manager said, you played this song. And I played this song. So, Uncle, it's time for you to be body. Kello, let me continue my set. And now started playing another song. He now said, what the fuck is wrong with the DJ? Fuck this shit, DJ. I'm still My ears started ringing. I couldn't hear anything. I said, God, this is a moment you can take, man. It's going to be fine. What else has happened? Sound has gone whilst I'm on stage. And even this was in the foreign. And they've started booing me. But I came back from my set. And there's one that I really don't want to talk about.
Tell us.
I really don't want to talk about it.
You can share. You can share. You can share.
Tissue anywhere?
You can share.
Sorry.
Tissue.
Sorry.
Oh, I did tell you. Tissue tears.
Real life tears.
Go ahead.
So imagine, you're performing. It's going great. Like, you know when they say it's going. It's like, oh God, it's going.
Yeah.
So this even goes back to what Bubu was saying about CDJs. So I was using CDJs, and this was one of the first time I've used CDJs. It's going. I'm in the abroad, by the way. It's going. And out of the corner of my eye, I see that there's one guy, and he's just looking angry. And I'm like, okay. So he approaches me, and he's like, you need to come off set now. And I'm like, promoter says I have 20 more minutes. How far? He's like, no, you need to come off set now. So I say to the promoter, do you want me to come up? Maybe it's in my head, I'm imagining that is going. Like, no, you're good. Like, no, everything. Like, 5 minutes later, Uncle comes and he pulls out my USB. My USB, throws it into the crowd. He put, as in, I have never seen, he pulled out my USB, threw it into the crowd. So he's saying that even if you want to continue on my life, you will not continue. So that's not the embarrassing bit. So, okay.
It's a testimony.
Oh no, it's a testimony. Poco, you know me as a I mean, you get, there was a time in my life when rushing.
For you?
Any small thing, my rushing. Man, no stupid and bastards here.
She's sure for you.
On God. On God. So that wasn't the embarrassing thing. So he's taking out my USB, he's thrown it, And as I've looked at him, I've said, Omo, I give him elbow.
Nice.
We just we start to dance. It's dancing we're doing.
What?
What?
Exactly. I don't fight. I'm too pretty to fight. Look at me.
Who won?
Me? Have you not seen my size?
We can't see.